Alrighty, welcome. So glad to see everyone's smiling faces here. I know that COVID is back in full swing and some people have been sick. It's nice to be back and yeah, get up on your feet and we're going to sing together. Promised land waiting for me. Sometimes there's an ocean that lies in between. I'll keep on traveling the path where you've been till I'm right where you want me. That's where I will be. Freedom coming and it has a name. Oh, no room for my chains. Oh, you take them away. Freedom is coming. Throwing it back. This is an oldie but a goodie. Sing loud with us. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm awake. Lord, have your way.
morning, church. So glad to see so many faces here. I'm glad you can join us for another week here at Kellyville. I'm Adrian. I'm part of the young adults team here as well, and I have the privilege of welcoming you into church this morning. So on Thursday, we had Thanksgiving. What were you thankful for this week? Oh, actually this year. Was it to not get COVID? Was it for Black Fridays that are coming up, the sales? For me in particular, it was the fuel prices have come down. Jokes, they haven't. But for my fiance, I should say, hers is the November My Macca's deals. So she doesn't know, but so we share our location on the Find My Phone, so I can see where she goes and she can see where I go. She doesn't know that Friday, I saw where you went. Again? But I do want to share a verse with you this morning, and it's from Psalms 100, verses 4-5. And it reads, "Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." So if you haven't noticed this morning, all our singers and band are youth. So we have a youth service morning, and we have our very own Emmanuel speaking as well. So we're very thankful that we have our youth, that we have Emmanuel, and we're thankful that you're here this morning. So I hope you enjoy the service. I'll see you afterwards.
All right, good morning, everybody. And a special good morning to all the kids in the house. If you're a kid, do you want to come and join me down the front for our kids spot? Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling this morning? Oh, good. That's good. Excited. Are we good, mad, happy, sad? All very valid feelings. But are you having fun? Yeah. Oh, that didn't take much, but how much fun are you having? You're all right? You're at church? You're happy to be here? Well, yeah. Well, where are we right now? We're on the stage. Are we on the stage of the Sydney Opera House? No. Where are we on the stage of? Church. That's right. That's right. And church is a place where we can, and I think we should, have lots and lots of fun. And I want you to have some fun this morning. So I've brought a bubble machine in with me so that we can have a little bit of fun. So, what do you think we need to do to start having fun?
We could put on the bubble machine.
We could turn it on. Great idea. All right, I hear it. It's on. Are you having fun yet? No? Why not? What else could we be doing to have a little bit more fun? We need to put the bubble mixture in. Great idea. All right. Wow. How about that? Are we having a little bit more fun now? How cool is that? Let's see if it comes back down to us. Oh, it's going up so high. Wow, how much fun is that? Can you grab a bubble? Can you jump up and grab one? Oh, without touching the table. Bubbles everywhere. Amazing. All right, do you think we can pause the fun and have a seat for a little second? Have a seat, come have a seat. Thank you. All right, was that a bit more fun?
Yeah.
All right, but can you guys do me a favor? Can you turn around and have a look at everybody out in the audience? Do they look like they're having fun?
No.
No? Yeah, I mean, I can see some smiling faces, but it's not bubble blowing fun they're having, is it? We're up here having all the fun, and they're actually kind of missing out. So it's a little bit sad, but what do you think we should do about it? Should we do anything about it?
No.
Oh, no.
We should.
What can we do? How can we help all the grown-ups have a little bit more fun?
Let them come up and play too.
We could let them all rush up to the stage and have fun in the bubbles with us. That's an option. I don't know if they would. Any other ideas?
We could do a whole bunch of knock-knock jokes.
We could tell them jokes. We could. Anything else that we could do? We could take the bubble machine to them. All right, I think that's a really great idea. So I'm going to do something. In a minute, I'm going to take the bubble machine down to them. And I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to look out to the people in the audience, find a grown-up, stare at them, and I want you to see if they start having just a little bit more fun. Now, they might not be jumping up and down grabbing the bubbles, but maybe see if you can see them start to have a little bit more fun. Are you ready? I need my spies to have a look out into the audience. What did you see? Yes. Some people started smiling. What did you see?
My mum was trying to catch the bubbles.
You saw your mum trying to catch the bubbles. What did you see?
I saw adults helping them.
I love that. Amazing. So did they start having a little bit more fun? I love that. Do you know, there's actually a problem that was not a problem, but something just like this happened in the Bible. So do you know, after Jesus died and went back up to heaven, his disciples stayed around on earth. And they started something that people call the early church, but it was basically the very first church. And it was the very first church to talk about Jesus and worship Jesus. And let me tell you, the people in this church had fun. They talked about Jesus, they remembered all the amazing things he did, and they talked about all the things he's going to do. But the people after church, they went home to where they lived, where they bought their food, and where they got their water, and they noticed the people around them weren't having as much fun as they were. So they had a job kind of like what you did. They had to figure out how could they bring the fun to everyone else around them. Well, have a think about it. And let me tell you, just like them, God has also chosen you to spread the fun with people around you, just like the people in the early church. So what I want you guys to have a think about now, I want you to think about if you were in the very first church, how would you share the love of Jesus? Now, I don't actually want you to tell me. I want you to think about it. And now we're going to go back, we're going to sit down in church, and after church, when you're in your connect groups, we're going to talk about it a little more then, okay? And after church, you might also see the bubble machine back out on the playground. Sound all right? All right, thank you, boys and girls. You've been amazing. You can go back to your seats.
Alrighty, we're going to sing some more songs. Get up on your feet. This is a new song. I think we first introduced it at a worship night with the youth, so we thought that we would introduce it to you guys. It's called Make Room. Here is where I lay it down, every burden, every my surrender. Here is where I lay it down, every lie and every doubt. This is my surrender. And I'll make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I'll make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. Here is where I lay it down, every burden, every ground. This is my surrender. This is my surrender. Here is where I lay it down, every lie and every doubt. This is my surrender. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. If you're calling, we're coming. We're not walking, we're running. God, we need resurrender, so we resurrender. If you're calling, we're coming. We're not walking, we're running. God, we need resurrender, so we resurrender. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. If you're calling, we're coming. We're not walking, we're running. God, we need resurrender, so we resurrender. If you're calling, we're coming. We're not walking, we're running. God, we need resurrender, so we resurrender.
Awesome. You can take a seat. Thanks so much to our worship band this morning. Yeah, Bella. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aubrey, and this is Bella.
Hello.
This morning, we just want to invite up all of our adventurers and pathfinders
This afternoon we have a something very exciting happening. Our Pathfinders and Adventurers are celebrating finishing the year and all that they've achieved and all the fun they've had and being a part of the investiture ceremony.
Awesome. So we just have a few questions for you guys, for a few of you who are willing to answer up the front stage. I know it's a bit scary, but we want to know a little bit about what you've been up to this year.
So, Cara and Yuliska, what was your favourite thing about Adventurers and Pathfinders this year?
I liked learning with my friends.
Yeah?
Awesome.
Whenever I arrived at Pathfinders, everyone was just so inclusive and you never felt left out, and there was never a moment where there wasn't something going on, so it was always fun and there was always something going on, so that's the...
Awesome. And I have a question for Kieran and Kiara. The question is, what is one thing that you've learned this year?
We learned how to make lots of different types of candles. It was really fun.
We learned how to identify spiders by their webs.
Awesome. Wow. So if you have a spider in your house now, you know who to call, our Pathfinders, and they'll tell you whether or not you need to get rid of it or whether it's safe to live with. Hey, we want to say big congratulations, don't we, church, for finishing the year to our Pathfinders and Adventurers. You guys have done so good and we know you've had so much fun. And we want to say a big thank you to all of our volunteers and leaders who also have helped make this year special for our Pathfinders and Adventurers. So if you could just give them a quick round of applause. Thank you so much. And you can head on back down to your seats. Thank you. And now over to Pastor Josh.
All right, good morning, church. Lovely to be with you all today. So now it's time for our worship through giving segment. So up on the screen behind me, there's a QR code and a couple of options that we have to be able to give. And I just want to give you just some knowledge about two ways that we can be involved with giving over the next couple of weeks. So number one, something really exciting that's happening is Pat and Ray sitting at the back there. They are doing such an awesome service project, and they're actually collecting on behalf of the church some non-perishable food for Adja Blacktown. And so they want us to know that ways that we can get involved is over the next couple of weeks. If you want to bring some non-perishable food to church, they're going to have some Woolworths bags in the foyer, and we're just going to fill as many Woolworths bags as we can with non-perishable food, and Ray is going to take it over to Adja Blacktown just to finish off the year by giving to that community so that we can just share the love and help as many people as we can have a great Christmas. And so, it's going to start, you can start bringing food next week and the week after, and it's going to be a good time. Awesome. Yep. So just to repeat what Pat said, some Christmas things too, puddings, some cakes that we can give out to the homeless in the community. So thank you, Ray and Pat, for leading out that ministry. That's awesome. The second way that we can give today is to our local budget. So something that Pastor Martin said the other week really stuck with me. And he said that no matter how healthy a church is, no matter how many people are in the pews, no matter how many people come each week, each church is one generation away from dying. And that stuck with me because it made me think about the type of church that we are. As Kellyville, as an Adventist church, no matter what we do, no matter who we are, no matter what programs that we run, we're always just one generation away from dying. And so what does that have to do with local church offering? I think it has everything to do with local church offering. And I think it has everything to do with local church offering because us giving of our finances is a way for us to invest in the future of our church. As you can see all the young people up on stage, as you will come to see Emmanuel preaching and a video that we have to share, our young people love coming here. They love filling the pews. They love lingering after church. And oftentimes it's the young people that are here up until the very end of church. And it's a pleasure to be in a community that is like that. And it is because people like you sitting in the pews that are continuing to invest and to give and to sacrifice for the greater good of the church community. So as we watch the video that's about to play about some reflections that our young people have had of church, I just want to encourage you, if you're a visitor here, I don't feel any pressure to give. But if you're a member, know that investing in our young people through your finances is actually worship to God. And God loves a cheerful giver. So thank you, church. Please enjoy the video that the young people have made for you today.
Church is a place where you can meet God, a place where you can worship and just be with people that all have a common interest in God.
I think the simplest way to explain church for me would have to be family. No matter where you are, it's a group of people that are always willing to support and help guide you through life.
Church is a place of community to gather and get to learn about Jesus with people.
Church is like home.
A place to go together and talk about God.
It's wait, can we do it again? It's like my bedroom. Okay. Church is like my bedroom because I'm relaxed.
Church is a group of people that gather together and talk about Jesus.
Church is a place, I'm going to copy paste DJ's answer. It's a place where you come and worship and spend time with God.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Because you're in this shot too.
Yeah.
Okay. I define Kellyville.Church as being my home away from home. I think it's the family that you can come to that aren't your blood-related family, but they're just your family that you know will always be in your corner, always there to support you and just encourage you. And I know we've definitely felt that here at Kellyville for sure.
Kellyville has always been like that nice escape on a weekend that you come to after a really long, hard week at work and whatever, and you just know that you're just going to be accepted when you just show up in the morning.
The community and the friendships and everything about it.
The food. Probably the friendships. I like it. You take something away from every church service, so it's good.
Hot drinks.
The basketball court.
The discussions in Connect group.
I would have to say just the community. I think the people that are here are amazing. I think it's just really nice that I get to come in every week and we have people outside accepting people in. It's always really nice and everyone's really happy. It's a good environment.
My favorite part of Kellyville is, the people. I love being able to just come as I am, whether it's tired or whether I'm super excited, and just, get to check in on others and have that support.
Obviously the people. I think the young adults just seeing how we've grown some momentum the last couple of years. I've just loved witnessing that. We've got such high energy for just being here. I think once you get your P's, you're kind of like, I don't have to be at church. I can do all this other stuff. But we've really gotten into this mindset of we just want to be here. We're going to the front. We're positioning ourselves at the front of church on purpose, not because they're just the seats left over, And I think that's really just showing the heart of where our young people are at the moment, which I love.
I like that it's really homey and family. I guess everyone's going to say that, but for me, because I don't have any family here, they're all in Melbourne. I like getting to know all the people that are older and younger whenever I am feeling socially able to. But yeah, it's great.
Since I've been here at Kellyville my whole life, I haven't really experienced another church, and it's always been like a second family for me in a way. I just always come, I meet the people, I see them week in, week out, and it's just a sense of community, I guess.
I can be who I want to be and not be judged.
Connecting me with God.
I can just be myself and not have to pretend for anyone.
The impact Kellyville Church has had in my life is, I feel like you can have a faith on your own, but being able to have other people that hold you accountable and get to do life together is, such an important thing. And I think it's had a really big impact in that sense. So, yeah.
Man. Oh, man, yeah. It's been a challenging thing for me in the sense of that it's pushed me into leadership roles that maybe I don't feel like that I'm ready for, but somebody has gone, hey, I see potential in you. I see that you can do more. And then that's just been huge for me. It's helped with my development both as a person, but also development as even what goes into my work life, that, hey, that somebody is backing you and somebody believes that you can do a lot more. So that's been really good.
Judah, what does church mean to you?
It's a place where I hear Dad waffle all day and it's annoying.
Good morning, church. I'm so excited to be here and also be taking prayer this morning. As I was listening to I Give You All My Heart, the song that we sang this morning, it just really touched my heart, and it's probably one of my favorite songs. And I love how it just says, we just give everything to God, and it just makes me so happy. And I feel like sometimes we do get caught up in living for people, living for work, sometimes just living for different things, and we forget to live for God, and we forget how exciting that can be and how much joy there is in just living for God and how much joy Jesus can bring in our lives. So just please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for bringing us all here today. Thank you for the comfort that you always bring, Lord. I'm so grateful for just the impact that you've had on all of these people sitting here's lives. Thank you for giving them the energy and the drive to come and be here this morning and enjoy fellowship, not only with each other, but just to connect with you on another level. I pray for people that are struggling at the moment, Lord. There's so much hardship that we're facing in our world, whether that's sickness or struggling personally. It could be relationship-wise, Lord. I just pray that you be with these people. May we as a church support them in any way possible. I pray that we're able to always be encouraging and comforting and able to just meet them where they're at, whatever that might look like. I also pray that we are just encouraged to live for you, Lord. It can be really easy to get caught up in different things, especially with Christmas coming around. But I just pray that we're able to really enjoy the Christmas season and not so much the presents or the decorations, but really just the company and what it actually means to celebrate and just enjoy Christmas. May it be an enjoyable time and not filled with stress. And may we as a church be with people who might not have as positive an experience of Christmas as some of us might have. Amen.
Yeah. So, hey guys, hello. I'm Emmanuel, and all for those who don't know me. I'm a fourth-year uni student, and I've been attending Kellyville.Church for around 14 or something years. I don't know the exact number because I was pretty young when I came here. As the son of two Ghanaian parents, I can proudly say I was indoctrinated into the Ghanaian lifestyle, meaning I was up watching Ghana versus Portugal at the World Cup until 5 a.m., so we got to represent. So. Unfortunately for me and another 24 million people, Ghana actually lost this game. And this was largely due... Don't talk to me. Yeah, so first of all, I would like to say that wasn't a penalty. It was rigged. Yes, but unfortunately, the other main reason we lost was due to the Guardian left back, Baba Rahman, trash player. He was constantly caught out of position and he was never where he needed to be. So just like in soccer, when going through life, the Bible highlights the consequences of not being where you need to be. And because of the collective heartbreak caused by Baba Rahman to all of us, today I'll be talking about how we can be where we need to be, which is at church. So I can see that all of you guys are here today, so you're already like 2 or 3 steps ahead of Baba Rahman, and I don't think you're gonna. But yeah, so we're about to get started by playing a little game called Family Feud. So I'd like to get the 2 pastors who made me come do this speech up on stage. Yeah. Rod, if you could get the first slide up. So we're just I've been to many churches throughout my life, and there's over 40,000 denominations. So we're just gonna have a little game of all the churches I've been to. Who wants to go first?
All the churches you've been to?
No, just look on stage. Yeah, what is that church?
The Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Let's go. 1 point for Aubrey. Next slide, it goes to Josh.
Assemblies of God?
I don't know what that is. That's wrong. That is the Pentecostal Church of Australia. Next slide.
The Wesleyan Church?
No, completely incorrect. Very much wrong. Julia, you know what this one is? What? You know what it is? That's the Presbyterian Church. Yeah. Next slide. This was very easy.
Catholic?
Yes, sir. That's the Vatican's flag. So that's 1-1. Next up.
Oh, Church of England?
Yes. 2-1. This one is actually insanely difficult. I don't even know if they have a church in Australia.
The Lutheran Church.
No. So this is Church of God's Seventh Day, which is the church my dad used to go to in Ghana. It's very similar to Seventh-day Adventist.
There's more. Man, the flames and the cross again.
This is the Methodist Church. I don't know if we have that in Australia either, but yeah. You do? Then why didn't you get it right? Next slide. Is that? Okay, these next 2 coming up, they're actually Orthodox churches. So this is
Hey, that's Greek Orthodox.
Oh, no, you're wrong. It's the Coptic Orthodox Church, which is Egyptian. Next one.
Romanian Orthodox?
It's a Syrian. Yeah, that's the last slide. You did pretty horrible, so you can leave that. Terrible performance. So you can see how difficult it is to just keep track of 12 denominations, but there's actually over 40,000 different individual denominations in the church, and thus you would expect there to be over 40,000 different experiences in each and every single church, right? Yeah, I see some people nodding their head, like, I like you guys because your hype man, that obviously didn't make any sense for there to be 40,000 different experiences, but you agreed with me anyway, so I like that. Thank you. So to put it in perspective how crazy 40,000 churches are, or different types of churches, there's only 800,000 words in the whole Bible, which means there's a new denomination 1 every 20 words. So like, yeah, that's kind of wild, where it's like, just calm down, not everything's that big of a deal to make a new church over. The truth is, as much as any denomination would like to think that they got the secret sauce of perfect interpretations, that is not the reason we come to church every week on a week-to-week basis. Basically, they got the sauce, and sauce is cool, But I'd look at you crazy if I saw you drinking a bottle of ketchup for lunch. Like, that's wild. If having the perfect set of beliefs and ideologies was the only thing a church offered, there would be zero need for the church. So the question is, why do we go to church? That is a question I never had to consider for the longest of times, because the answer was extremely, extremely simple. One of my parents would barge into my room yelling at the top of their lungs. If it was my dad, it would go something like this. Asarat, Asarat, Asarat. It is better to pray than to sleep. Get up. We are going to church. Mom was, and still is, actually a little bit scarier, because her whole rant was in tree. So I'll be sleeping, I'll just hear some tree. She'd be saying, Kweku, come now. Kahuna, sorry. Yabaka, sorry. Why you're late? Which is saying, get up right now, you're late. And we both knew if we weren't out within the next 2 minutes, something was going to go down. So, yeah, obviously the reason we used to go to church was because of the fear instilled in us. So the first actual reason why we should go to church is because Jesus didn't baptize himself. Thus, neither should we. One narrative that I've seen become ever popular and growing is the idea that the relationship I have with God is personal between me and him. So why do I need to go to church? That logic itself is very similar to saying the marks of my uni assessment are between me and the lecturer. So why do I need to go to school? It's the same thing, really. On the surface, it may seem like it has a little merit, but upon further inspection in Matthew 3, verse 13 to 17, we see a juxtaposing image. It reads, Then Jesus came from Galilee to the Jordan to be baptized by John. But John tried to deter him, saying, I need to be baptized by you, and you do come to me? John, as a man who called for repentance through baptism, could see Jesus as faultless and towing the right line with no deviation. So when Jesus asked to be baptized, John was clearly confused. Why would someone with a perfect relationship with perfect relationship with God, need to be baptized? Nevertheless, we read in verses 15 to 17 that John consented, and as soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water, and at that moment, heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. For Jesus, the baptism was not a sign of repentance, but rather a public declaration of acceptance. As a church, over the past 6 or so weeks, we have seen many people follow in Jesus' footsteps and partake in this declaration, wherein the church environment has been pivotal in both facilitating and bearing witness to these declarations. In essence, the church has taken on the role of the Baptist, and as Jesus was not baptized alone, neither should we. So the concept of church as instrumental to one's faith is elicited further by Paul in Romans 12, verse 4 to 8. So, for just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ, we, though many form one body, and each member belongs to all the others. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. In this passage, Paul explicitly states, we do not have the capacity to fully grow our relationship with God individually, thus allowing him to explain the purpose of church. Church is not just useful for a connection with Christ, but a connection with others, which can serve as a conduit for a collectively stronger connection to Christ. Simply put, if you're a Christian looking to deepen their connection to Christ or get a greater understanding of him, one of the best ways to do this is to be actively participating in a space where different people with the same goals and different gifts will symbiotically help each other grow, which is the church. And I believe that's what we have at Kellyville here right now. I hope you'd all agree. So in conclusion, as a church, we have the ultimate leader in Jesus Christ. And if we could go as he goes, where can't we go? So then, why should we come to church? We should be coming to church to be a contributing part of an organization focused on following the path of the greatest leader ever in Jesus Christ. I'll just like to pray now. Dear God, I'd just like to pray that we all see why we should come to church and how that can help us grow and form a stronger connection with you. I also pray that Ghana beats Uruguay and South Korea so that we can qualify, and then Portugal will be knocked out of the next round, and Ghana will go all the way and win the World Cup.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for that. Please stand with us again as we sing one last song.
But he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am.
Test, test. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, worship team. I hope you were blessed this morning as much as I was. And honestly, I can say the youth is such a blessing to church. I would dare to say we're the biggest. Maybe we're not, but we're definitely one of the biggest youths in the conference here. And so we must be doing something right. I will encourage you guys to stay. We have, or I should say the fun doesn't stop here. We have connect groups starting in about half hour. But before that, we have coffee. We have refreshments outside. Please stay, join us. If you're a visitor, we have a reception. Come and get your free pass to the front of the coffee cart as well. And a few other announcements as well. So we also have a volunteers lunch today as well. So for anyone here who has volunteered in this year with the church, please come join us for our lunch. And I hope you're excited because Christmas is only 3 weeks away, right? But rather than have our Christmas service on the 24th, which I think is a Saturday, we're going to do it on the 17th, the week before. So come for a special program on the 17th for our Christmas. And that concludes the service today. God bless, and I hope to see you guys next week.